Welcome back to the show. Now, on this segment today, I want us to talk about pre-engineered steel. Safbuild Building Systems has introduced pre-engineered steel that they're using to construct, whether it's classrooms, whether it's houses, whether it's a warehouse, for your businesses. And I want to talk to Anthony Nganga, who is the MD of SBS, who will give us more information. Please, let's go find him. I'm totally impressed when I look at this school and the magic that we've created here in a very short time.
Yeah. It took us literally 2 months to do this.
Is it?
The school came to us and said they needed a solution because they were taking in new kids. And if they had gone the regular brick and mortar way, it would take them 3-4 months to complete, 5 months even. And also the variability becomes extensive. So by January, we closed it early November. January, the classes were ready. The kids were inside. Maybe,
Anthony, you can start by you telling us who is SBS.
SBS is Safbuild Building Systems. It's part of the Safbuild group, and our parent is MRM, Mabati Rolling Mills. And SBS has been around for probably 15, 16 years. But initially, we focused a lot on trussing. Over the last 5 years, we've changed our vision. We are looking at a whole range of solutions. We realize that there are many things we can do for the consumer that are useful. Like, this classroom that we've just been discussing is one of the things that we do. We are doing warehouses, we do churches, we do solar solutions, we do cold storage solutions. So we've expanded our portfolio quite a bit. And the whole objective is to go beyond just providing individual products to providing solutions for organizations, for businesses within the country.
And what vision does SBS have when it comes to improving businesses?
If I think about it, any business wants to generate revenue in the shortest time possible and as quickly as possible. Any business wants to remove variability. So if I tell you we're doing this project, it's going to take 2 months. You want it in 2 months. You don't want stories. Come and tell you the truck didn't come, the sun didn't arrive, and all sorts of things. So our vision is to allow businesses to do what they do best. You're not in the business of building houses or in the business of construction. You want a classroom, you want a warehouse. So what we try and do is first shift mindsets. Say, I can provide you a solution that allows you to do your day-to-day business in the shortest time possible, with the least complexity possible. And every time we touch a business, that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that we can allow you to do your best business every single day in the shortest time possible. And I think we've been lucky, we've been able to do that. We've done lots of warehouses, we've done flour mills, we've done schools, we've done hospitals. So we're getting there slowly but surely.
Now, speaking about schools, what solutions or conveniences does Safbuild or SBS offer?
What I tell people that anything that stands that has 4 walls, we can do. So starting from classrooms. Classrooms, I think, have been a good entry point for us. One, the demand is there. With a change in education system, suddenly everybody is trying to increase the number of classrooms that they have. Beyond that, if I think of dormitories, because a dormitory by and large is, you could think of it as one very long classroom. We can do dormitories as well. We can do multi-purpose halls. So if you're looking at a dining room, a theater, if you're looking at storage for the schools, we even go as far as doing animal sheds. So you can do chicken coops, you can do cow sheds. So if I think of schools, many schools nowadays try to be self-sufficient. They want to have their own chicken because then they can feed the kids on the eggs. We can do for them a chicken coop.
Maybe I want to understand a bit more. What is Safbuild?
Very good question. Safbuild is a brand. It's a brand we've been building over the last 5 years. It is a pre-engineered building. What does that mean? It's a steel building, number one, and it's pre-engineered. So essentially what happens is that you and I sit down and we agree on what it is we're going to do. We agree on the design and we lock it. Then we guys go back to the factory and we essentially create that building in bits and pieces. And then what happens is we are able to bring that building in parts to the site. The beauty about that is once the slab and the foundation are done, we just come and we stand it. So member by member, frame by frame, and literally in a week or two, the structure stands. So the whole idea is people know about prefabs or pre-engineered buildings, but they know the wooden ones that were used, many years ago. We've gone a step further and said you can do this in steel. And the beauty about steel is that you've got the longevity aspect of it. The beauty about the pre-engineered buildings is that you can actually, because it's all bolted, there's no welding. So if today you decide, you know what, I don't like this classroom here, I'd like to move it to down the road, just unbolt it and move it. So it's basically being able to, the concept of Safbuild is what we call ready-made buildings. You build it in the warehouse, you cut it in the warehouse, you come and erect it on site in no time.
Anthony, I think I want to see, for me seeing is believing, I want to see a sample classroom.
You want to see a sample classroom?
Yeah.
20, I show you.
20?
Yes.
That's the
Yeah, so this is what I was saying was built in less than 3 months. Okay, so first and foremost, when you get in, we've been out there and you're saying it's hot. When you get in here, how do you feel?
It's cool.
It's cool.
It's cool.
Right?
And it's very neat.
One of the biggest concerns that people have when you tell them you can actually put an entire building using steel. Many of us remember our old houses, which could be very hot or very cold. But this is temperature controlled. Why is it temperature controlled? If you look at the roof, you can see that shiny bit is insulation.
Right.
So it ensures that it keeps heat outside, and then also if it's a cold day, heat stays inside. The walls that you're seeing, these walls, it's a double, you've got, we call it, it's like a double panel. You've got insulation in between.
Okay.
So what that does is it ensures that the entire room is temperature controlled. As I said, if you look at the way it's been installed, we use bolts. We don't weld it, which means that it's very easy for you to be able to move it if you ever wanted to move it.
If you want to expand our ceiling.
Actually, the expansion is very good because each of these units is a module. So if today you decide to build 20 of them, you can actually just expand them one after the other. So from an expansion perspective, and they just connect seamlessly. So it works extremely well. So it's, I mean, for me, when I come in, I'm really impressed because the quality of the work it's very clean, it's very smart. There's no maintenance required.
And you're not adding anything, you're not trying to paint it, you're not...
No, you don't need to, because these members that you can see, the ones that are visible, are galvanized. When you look at this classroom the way it is, this classroom is probably 8 meters by 6 meters, standard private classroom. If you want to make 10 of them, you can expand them because each comes as a module and you can just stick them right next to each other and expand down that way, or even that way if you want to. If you look at just the quality of the members that have been used, the steel is exposed. But the beauty is you don't need to paint it. It will be like this until you're sure. It will be looking exactly the same.
So you're talking longevity.
Longevity.
Guaranteed.
Steel has longevity. Galvanized steel has even longer longevity. These classrooms will outlive us.
Okay.
And they'll look exactly like this. All you have to do is maybe in the event of dust, you wipe a little bit, but you don't need to paint them because the members are galvanized and there's no rusting. Perfect.
Anthony, why would anybody choose to use Safbuild?
I think one of the biggest advantages of using Safbuild is speed. If today you want to build a classroom quickly, you can go brick and mortar, but brick and mortar comes with, because you put the slab, it has to cure. That's standard even for Safbuild. Then you need to put up a wall. It has to cure. So it takes time. By the time the classroom is ready for occupation, it will take you 3 to 4 months. With this, once the slab has cured in 30 days, within another 2 weeks, the classroom is ready for you to move into it. So it's very quick. The other thing is just how clean it is. Over a longer period of time, you save yourself on maintenance cost. If I think of the complexity at site when you're building, people don't come and tell you, I lost 2 bags of cement, or we need extra kilos of nails, because everything comes ready measured. Everything comes, when you buy Lego, then you put them together. You just piece them together. If you're missing one piece, you'll end up happy. So for me, that lack of complexity is very good. The speed at which you can do it is very good. And the fact that you don't need to maintain the structure is also a very big advantage.
Okay.
The other big advantage that we have is your project will be on budget. I can assure you there is nobody that has built. Today, if you go and ask them, they told you how much? 500K. How much did you spend? Probably 1.5 million. There's always scope creep. With ours, because once you've logged the design, you've logged the design. Once it's cut, it's cut. So we will deliver the project on budget. And because of that, a lot of people love this, because that stress of will the money be enough or not, it goes away completely.
I know I want to see other projects that you've done over time.
Yes.
Do a little series and we can do other projects.
Yes.
But tell me, SBS, what is your vision? Where do you see yourselves in the next 5 years?
Yeah. If you ask me, my dream is that people begin to consider pre-engineered steel buildings as an option to brick and mortar. In my view, over the next 5 years, if 1,000 classrooms are built, I want 200, 300, 400 of those to be made out of steel.
Okay.
Yes.
Super. Thank you actually so much for your time.
Thank you.
You have 5 more minutes to tembe see around.
Yeah, come tuanze tukuoneshe vile huko kunakaa.
Super. Super Anthony, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
I want to see more. So nitakutafuta unaoneshe zingine.
Kuja tutakuonesha warehouses. We've got some other classes in on Rusinga Island.
Okay.
Tunaweza enda kukule samaki. There's some in Nakuru. We are doing quite a bit.
Awesome, asante. Well, niliwaambia, me, I'm only bringing you solutions. Solutions to grow your businesses, solutions for you to invest in your homes, or the spaces that you want to construct. I hope you've learned something about Safbuild. I'll take a short break. When we come back, I want to show you a house, the things that you can do in your spaces. See you shortly.